Let's talk about the online safety bills. I haven't talked about that for a minute. Hello, it's me again. Just want to do a couple of housekeeping things before we get on with the video. The first thing is I want to say rest in peace to Leslie. They were a Twitter mutual of mine, and they were just as persistent when it came to COVID safety. So I'm just very sad that they've passed away. So I hope you are able to finally rest now, friend. Um, yeah, I also want to share some GoFundMe's. These are people who I know or people that I've been donating to myself. So please donate if you can, or just share with your networks if you can't. I also want to shout out two people who have been doing the work of protesting against the online safety bill. Because sometimes it does feel a little bit lonely in the UK, especially in my little echo chamber of, black people. But there are two people I want to give a shout out to. One is Thomas Pearson. They've been talking about the online safety bill. They've been talking about stuff that I had no idea about. So thank you for doing the work that you do and sharing the perspectives that you share. And the other people that I do want to shout out, because in this video, if you haven't seen it already, I kind of cuss out a lot of organisers because they're not really counteracting certain aspects of the online safety bill, or they're just allowing it to happen, or going on the very surface level sort of approach. But I just found this account called Big Brother Watch HQ, and they are absolutely rejecting digital ID, they're absolutely rejecting AI, they're rejecting facial recognition, and they are rejecting aspects of the online safety bill. So thank you for doing the work, being there, standing on business. And yeah, now here is me yapping about the online safety bill, sex work, which put a pin in that because I want to do something about that in the future, as well as how it affects me as a musician. So the online safety bill is still continuing its bullshit. And how do I know this? Well, I was on Instagram the other day and I was looking at videos, because little known fact about me is that my family, we descend from Spain. We are Hispanic. And when I say descend from Spain, like my great granddad was Spanish, and so my grandma is half Hispanic, etc., etc. Very strange we don't really talk about it, but that's a story for another day. So I was just looking at Hispanic things, and I was just looking at stuff. It's very funny. I can't even speak Spanish, so I don't know why, but I was just in the mood. I think a video of Jennifer Lopez came up, and she was dancing. I was like, all right, skip. Instagram stops me and says, "Do you think this video is appropriate for anybody under the age of 18?" Jennifer fucking Lopez. That's when I was like, oh, government suppression is suppressing. Mind you, I had my VPN on. I, had all the settings all right. That is what it told me. So we're in a very scary time, because if people are already suppressing music that's been around for ages. This song is old, this video that I saw. Song was very old. And you mean to tell me that you are now asking me if this is suitable for children? Okay. Why should you not figured that out a couple of years ago? One. But two, we need to really talk about government suppression and how serious this is. So there's a report that came out the other day where it was saying that any video, consensual or not, that depicts strangulation could be seen as a criminal offence. The Guardian article that I read, fuck the Guardian, but the Guardian article that I read didn't have any rebuttal. So it gave me propaganda. Do you not have any opinions against this? Okay. They were like, yes, this is seen as women's rights, woohoo. But fuck sex workers. Swerfy cunts. What else can I say at this point? I'll keep it short. The government should not be able to say how you get your rocks off. That's it. The government should have no control about what hoary shit you see on the internet. Because the moment they say, oh, you're not allowed to look at hoary shit, right? It is a hop, skip, and a jump for the government to see hoary shit as queer shit. Come on. Come on. They are doing a hop, skip, and a jump for suppressing all the whores and saying, oh, wait, queers, you two, over there. And that's why I don't like respectability, because while certain people, I was going to say a name, but let me know. While certain people are going at Bacardi events, are like, look at me, I'm shilling for Israel. I'm shilling for Boiler Room. Ooh. We've got this to deal with, okay? Get your shit together. Conflating sex work with abuse automatically, just everybody included in the service, because it means that you don't see those who are sex trafficked and abused as victims, you see them as whores, and quote unquote. You see the actual whores, you see them as abuse victims, but then you treat them as criminals and you don't support them regard. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Let's not, right? Let's not. They are purposely making this vague in order to catch everybody. Don't try and be like, oh yes, because there's abuses everywhere. But let's be honest here, when has the government ever cared about abuse? When has the government ever given a rat's ass about abuse? Prince Andrew, Mr. Andrew is still out of jail. That man is still about. Keir Starmer was about to have someone from the Epstein saga on his team. He outright defended him until people were in an uproar about it, and he was like, oh, maybe not. So that man who openly won't discredit people like Andrew Tate and ting, you're sitting there and telling me that he cares about women's abuse. Okay. Ooh. All of this comes down to digital blackface and racism, because when I say all these things, I say all these, like the online safety bill, and I talk about like abuses that are happening in the world and things like that. What is quite interesting by a lot of these watchdogs, whatever, is that they very rarely, sometimes, but very rarely, talk about racism and how black people's bodies or non-bodies, how they are sexualized, how abuse has already been put onto them, or they're already being seen as dangerous by nature. It means that a lot of things that are consensual or aren't even sexual or whatever are being put in that category and will be automatically suppressed. I think about like the way I present myself online and the way that I talk and the way that I am. A lot of my presence by nature is going to be suppressed, because I'm recording on my phone, I'm recording with some crusty audio, because I don't care, I'm not spending thousands to try and get one YouTube video to be like famous or whatever. But because I don't do that, YouTube are automatically adding AI to my video, they are automatically upscaling my video, they are automatically suppressing my video because it is deemed as not worthy to be on their algorithm. TikTok, they say if you look poor, we are not going to push your video. How can I not look poor? There's that aspect, but I think even from like the online safety bill aspect, I sit there and I think I'm always having to declare that like, no, my video, I'm not making a video for kids, I'm not making a video for children. But I do also then wonder, I'm like, I think people who are supervised, whatever, should watch my videos, because I think they should know what's going on in their world. Why wouldn't a 16-year-old, 15-year-old, 14-year-old, 12-year-old, whatever, want to know what is happening? Why would they not want to know about what is being suppressed, what is not? What is going to affect them in the future? What might be affecting their parents, their siblings, whatever? I really think about it and I'm like, that's the point.